Yo, what is up, everybody? Today's video, we're gonna be talking about something that I know is actually very, very, very important. And if you don't get this right, you're just kind of set for failure, to be honest. And that comes down to your mindset. Your mindset. Your mindset is something you really got to protect. This is the most important thing, okay? Your mind, the way you think of things, the way you approach problems, different things like that. The overall, your in general perspective of everything. Are you the type of person that's a glass half full or it's half empty type of person? That simple thing, you might not think it, but it actually plays a massive impact on how successful your business or whatever you're trying to do comes down to it. So there's two people that I really see. I mean, yeah, there's two people I really see out these days. The people that, like I said, glass half full, and there's another type of person that's always plays like the victim. Like the entire world's against them. Everyone's against them. If something happens, it's not their fault. Things like that. And I've had a lot of friends that are like that, and I had to drop them just because of that. They're the worst thing. Okay, so let me give you an example. I had two types of friends. I mean, I have these are bad type of friends. I'm gonna give you an example of. One type of friend where I know I can't trust because he's kind of a scammer, and I lost a lot of money with him. Okay, obviously dropped that type of friend. But let me just give you these examples. I'd rather have, and there's another type of friend that's victimized, but you're friends with. I'd rather have that person that I know for a fact is a scammer, that I know for a fact I can't trust them, rather than be friends with somebody that's kind of like decaying my mind, becoming a parasite into my mind and thinking that everything's against them. The reason being is because, like I said, it's a kind of like a parasite. You are the average of the three people that you hang out with. So, which is why I really am very sensitive with the type of people I hang out with. I really try to ensure that the people I hang out with are only have the best intentions and only are looking towards a positive future. Whereas the type of people that live their life where everything's going wrong, everything's bad, everything's against them, all the cops are against them, blah, blah, blah. It's not really their fault. They don't really take responsibility. And overall, it's just their mindset is that everything is going against them. I don't like that type of mindset. And I feel like that type of mindset can really, especially if you're trying to be friends with them. If you're trying to be friends with them and you don't really know pretty much what's going to happen, is that mindset's going to start rubbing off on you. So let me give you an example. I have my friend, I'm not gonna bring up his name, from Jersey. I was hanging out with him the other weekend, and he's my best friend. We would build the craziest dirt bikes. We would build craziest go-karts with him. Great friend. We've done everything together when we were kids, back in like high school and even before middle school and stuff. But I went back to Jersey to hang out with him, and he has his new girlfriend. And his girlfriend is one of those types of people that believes everything is against her. The entire world is against her. That she's a victim. It's just pretty much a victim mentality, is what I'm trying to say. And he's been with her for about a year, maybe a year and a half. Now, I think this is the worst type of friend type of thing, worst situation. Because, like I said, if I know I can't trust them, cool, I know I can't trust them. But if I'm trying to be with somebody, if I'm trying to be friends with somebody where they're in victim mentality, that victim mentality is eventually going to rub off on you. What I'm trying to say is that I was actually able to see that in my friend. My friend used to be like me. Was completely positive. He's going to change the world. But I realized that she's had a victim mentality as soon as she opened up her mouth. The first thing she said, obviously. And I started to see it rub off on my friend. What I'm trying to say is, even if people get stuck, people a lot of times get stuck. They know that this person is probably not the right person to be hanging out with, but what happens is because they want to be friends with them or because they want to have a relationship with them, whatever it is, they deal with it. And they deal with it and they deal with it until that it starts rubbing off on them and they realize that it's rubbing off on them and it's rubbing off on their mindset. And mindset is one of the most important things that you really want to protect. You can Your mindset is your mindset. Your mindset is what allows you to achieve everything that you want to achieve. And you can literally achieve anything that you want to. As long as you put your head into it, you put your mind to it, and actually take action, you can literally achieve whatever the F you want to achieve. Okay. You want to build a rocket ship that goes to the moon, you can do that. Okay. If you want to meet aliens, you want to start a multi-million billion dollar business, anything, whatever you want to do, you can do it. But you can't do it with the mindset of, or the victim mindset, or a mindset of lacking, or a mindset where everything's kind of impossible, everything's going against you. That's impossible. You need that sort of mindset that believes that there's unlimited amounts of money that you can make. You need that sort of mindset that believes that there's unlimited amount of options. There's that, need that sort of mindset that you knowing that everything's gonna be okay. You need that sort of mindset that knows that you can do it. It might take some time, but you can do it. You need that type of mindset when you're an entrepreneur, or just even trying to hit any goals. So I want to make this video too long. I just kind of wanted to address this in this video for any of you guys that might be placed into that hard situation where they have a friend that you know they're lacking, and you know that you just got to fix them or you got to leave because it's going to ruin, it's going to screw you up. What you should do is, obviously, I would try to fix it. I would first try to fix it and see if I can do anything about it, bring it up. I'm the type of person that brings that stuff up. When I was hanging out with my buddy and his girlfriend, I brought it up. And my buddy agreed with me. I literally told her, I was like, listen, that's a victim. When she said, we were in the car, I forgot what she said. Well, I don't want to say what she said because I know what she said, but I want to say it. But I told her, like, listen, that's kind of a victim mentality. And she was, no, it's not. And then my friend was like, yeah, it kind of is. So he agreed with it. He knew it was happening. So I brought it up. And even after that, she thought nothing of it. And like 2 minutes later, we went on a hike, and it came up again with what she said. And I just kind of ignored it. What would you guys do in that situation? Would you, like, let's say you're dating this girl that had this bad mindset. For me personally, I would never. That first thing I look for in a girl is the mindset. Right, that's literally the first thing I do. And I have a couple of tests to be able to test that out. But what I'm trying to say is, what would you guys do? Would you try to help them? Would you stay in that relationship, or would you just dip because it's not worth it? Personally, I'll see if I can fix it, and I'll dip. Like, let me give you an example. One of my first tests that I do when I take out a girl is, I don't have my keys right here with me, but I have my house key. But I take my key, okay? I go to that girl's house, for example. Say I'm about to pick them up. And we drive somewhere, get some food. And I make sure it's known that I have to unlock the car with my key, as if the fob doesn't work. So make sure she can see that, So I go around, maybe I go out when I'm first greet her, open the door and unlock it. Okay, and let her in. And when we go, so say we go to get some dinner, I lock the doors with the key manually, and I ask her to lock her door. Okay, so now she understands how to lock the door. Then when we leave, I open the door for her, the passenger door, click it, unlock it for her. I go around the car and look at her. And that type of person, if that girl isn't reaching over trying to unlock my door, I drop her literally right there, drive her back and don't respond, drop her, like, listen, this is not going to work out. Okay. Because that type of person is selfish. It's inherently selfish and only wants something for themselves. That person does not go around. I got this test from a movie, actually. But if that person does not go around and unlock that door, that person is selfish and only wants to be hanging out here for her own reasons. Call me hard, but like, for me, my mindset is super, super important. I don't want to hang out with selfish people. I don't want to hang out with victimized people with the mentality that they're a victim. And I don't want to hang out with people that don't believe that I or they can do whatever they want. Okay, I don't believe in like manifestation, things like that. But it doesn't have to be believing necessarily manifestation, but believe that you can get whatever you want. Okay, those are kind of the most three important things for me. So guys, what I'm trying to say is, be really careful with who you hang out with. Because if you're hanging out with people that with that victim mentality or some sort of mentality, selfish or spoiled mentality or spoiled, like, but with those type of mentalities, doesn't rub off on you. Like I said, you're the average of 3 people you hang out with the most. So why would you hang out with anything less than a billionaire? Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped. I hope this brought some light to your circumstances. And I'll talk to you guys later. If you have any questions, comments, concerns on how to address something, let me know, guys. I'm always trying to answer your questions in the comments. Talk to y'all later. Peace out, guys.